some angels show up. You know, the United Angels. They show up and they're like, "Oh, on behalf of heaven, we're coming to stop you." And she completely, the only way I can describe it is just vanquishes and just, just forces all the light inside his body to just come out and just to explode, pretty much. Then the second angel steps up. He goes to stab her with the knife, and she forces him to take the knife and stab it right through, the top of his head. Done. Then the third one, he's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." So then he runs the other way, and when he tries to, she just blankets, and he just explodes into like this black, misty smoke. And then as soon as that gets done, then all of a sudden there's thunder and lightning from above, and like the smoke, and like you can see the sky is filling up with lightning and thunder. And then shortly before the angels show up, I should have said this. Shortly before the angels show up, she leans over and she kisses him. And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she's like, "You can't resist me. I'm the darkness." And he's like, "No, I shouldn't do that. Like, seriously, I don't even know you like that." And she's like, "No, you can't stop the darkness. It's awesome." And he's like, "No, chick, like, I don't even know you. Like, you're just some chick that popped up with a mark that just happened to pop up after my mark fell off my arm. Like, I don't know you." Like, so from there, the heavens are lighting up, and there's this big thunderbolt that comes down, and she's just like standing there like it's a spring day and it's about to rain. And the lightning bolt, it was the coolest effect I've seen in any show all year. And it just comes down and just electrocutes her, and she's just standing there like, "What? Seriously? Is that all you got?" So from there, like, before she does all this, she sends Dean away, and Dean just pops up back in that park, and he's just like, "Whoa, what am I doing here?" And how the episode ends is Sam and Lucifer are talking. Meanwhile, back down in hell, Sam and Lucifer are talking, and Lucifer tells him that, "I need a vessel in order to go topside and really, bring up the smoke, So he's trying to convince Sam to be his vessel. Now, in the meantime, while he's trying to tell him this, and he's like, "Oh, God has been sending you these signals. God's been doing this and this and this. So you got to listen. You got to do it." While this is going on, the warding around the cage falls, breaks, goes away. And when it does, Rowena and Crowley are like, "Gotta get out of Dodge now." So they hurry up and they boogie out. Then Lucifer sends Sam into the cage. So it's all dark, and it's just Sam and Lucifer in this cage. And that's when he goes to tell him, or the first thing that Lucifer says to him is, "Oh, you seem so calm in here." And Sam's like, "Well, God's been sending me these visions, so I'm not really surprised." Well, Lucifer, tell to listen, you got to do it. While this is going on, the warding around the cage falls, breaks, goes away. And when it does, Rowena and Crowley are like, "Gotta get out of Dodge now." So they hurry up and they boogie out. Then Lucifer sends Sam into the cage. So it's all dark, and it's just Sam and Lucifer in this cage. And that's when he goes to tell him, or the first thing that Lucifer says to him is, "Oh, you seem so calm in here." And Sam's like, "Well, God's been sending me these visions, so I'm not really surprised." Well, Lucifer tells him that it wasn't God that was sending you this, that when the darkness came down and cracked everything, there was a crack in hell. And that slowly Lucifer's been you know, finding his way out the cage and sending him these signals to bring him here so that he could get him in the cage with Lucifer. Now, whether that's the truth or not, we'll find out. Thank you for watching my review. I'm Spike.